time for an unboxing. Do with poor lazy editing. Do. I'm singing this song because last time I used music that came with this software, I got a copyright claim. Do. So here is the third version of Vesper. The packaging is exactly the same with all of the others, you know, the Living Dead Dolls. The poem is the same for all three dolls. Let's see if that can come clear. Vesper, during the day you may evade this little one's echoes inside her cave, but once the day turns into night, your blood will cover the darkness of her delight. So, the usual, I sleep with the worms, Halloween 2018, pure evil. Here she is! Okay, we'll open her up. She's different than the older ones, you know, with Sadie. This has, I guess it's called a blister pack holding her in. So we'll go ahead and remove her. She's free! Here she is. The other two came like this. Okay, so I removed the top layer of the blister pack from the bottom layer. Like I said, was held together with tape. So there's no zip tie, so this is different from the older dolls. And she just pops right out. Here she is. Oh my gosh, she's so cute. Her hair kind of looks orange on camera, but I promise it's red. And inside, just like the other two, she has her death certificate and her own little pumpkin. And they're in their own little plastic, so we'll take them out. Her hands are covered in plastic, so I need to remove those for her to hold it, as usual. The death certificate, like I said, all three dolls are exactly the same. The difference are the colors, which is pretty standard for the Halloween specials. And I don't know what drew me to Vesper. I was just like obsessing over the American one, and then in my search and finding where I could get her, came across the other two and was like, oh no, I'm going to buy all of them, aren't I? And this is exactly what happened. Here is her certificate of death. Let's see if I can read it. Can you see that? Vesper. As Vesper lay silently all throughout the day, her thoughts often wondered if she could go play. She tried to sneak quietly and make her own way, but soon she discovered the sun was her dismay. And as usual, the creators are signed, have their name signed, and 10/31/2018. And the sulfur symbol is right there. I'm not using a real camera, I'm using a tablet camera. You know, we use what we can work with. Or work with what we have, whatever. Words are hard. So here she is. She has her little fangs, which I think in the prototype they didn't show her fangs. A bit of red coloring. And I'll go ahead and remove the plastic off her hands. So Vesper's got a lot of hair, and you can't really see her skull underneath. The orange one, that's the American one. Her hair's kind of a mess. She's been through a lot. And then the UK one, it's still thick, but it doesn't feel as thick as the American one, but there's still a lot of hair there. But the Australian one, I was surprised when she arrived, was significantly thinner, and you can see her scalp underneath. So it definitely feels like a different material. She's still super adorable. Even her face, I didn't realize, was a lot paler than the other two, but they're all really, really adorable. So where I got them, obviously not from the official site, Vesper was still listed there, the American one, on Mezco Toys, but you know, from 2018, I don't know if she'll ever be in stock again. So the American one was from Memories in the Attic. Last I checked, they still have her, but they increased the price. It's not at the price that I bought her. The Australian one was from Pop Culture. I think she was the cheapest of all of them, honestly, for some reason. The American one was really hard to find. The Australian one is really easy to find, and is from Pop Culture, and it came expertly packaged, so I highly recommend ordering from them. And then this one was from Figureland, and talk about expertly packaged, right? Her coffin was wrapped up in a different box with the bubble wrap and the packing peanuts, and then placed in a bigger box. So she came from Figureland. Shout out to Steve at Figureland who helped me out, because when she didn't arrive the first time, we thought we could file a claim with insurance, and it was a bit complicated thing. And in the end, I just ordered it again. So now to make them hold their pumpkins. I'm so happy with my purchase. Don't know if my bank account agrees, but there we are. Here she is. She has her little pumpkin. And then the other colors, Australia came with a white one. And for some reason, the Australian one, I have a really hard time sticking it in her hand. So if you noticed in the videos, it's like not always fully in there because it does feel like I'm gonna break it. And I don't know why I struggle with this one so much. I know the first time I got the American Vesper, I was afraid I was gonna break, and I was like, well, I guess I won't make her hold it. But eventually I was able to get it. This one, the UK one, is not as difficult to put in. And then the American one, and it could also be that I've had her longer and then, you know, got used to jamming it in there. But it is difficult. But the good news is once you get the items in their hands, that you can get them to stay in. But even with the American one, still have a hard time. So here's her. She has an orange pumpkin. Hey. I'm still holding out hope that the first UK version, the red one in the middle, that I ordered will arrive, but considering we are way past August 6th, I don't know if that's ever happening. Surprise! Guess who arrived? So yesterday, I opened this one and said I wondered what happened with this one, the first one I ordered, and guess who arrived today? Dropped off by an unknown person. So now I have two of them. And it's unfortunate this happened because I don't know if I can sell it for the original price. It's still unopened. Thank you for watching. These unboxing videos are really weird, but I just wanted to compare all three, have them all together. Just, you know, there you go. Yay!